TV's correspondent Hany Seif held another interview with Russian climate and water resources expert and Russian UN volunteer.
On the sidelines of the World Youth Forum, ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by two of the participants from Russia, Maria and Rinat. Maria is a water resources expert and Rinat is a UN volunteer. First off, thank you very much for joining us and welcome to Egypt.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, first off, I want to ask you about the forum itself, about the organization of it. How is it for you?
It's really great. I really appreciate the opportunity to collaborate so much with people who share the same goals with me.
And Rinat, what about the COVID precautions? I mean, obviously we just got out of, and hopefully it's done, the pandemic, but what about the precautionary measures, the masks, the social distancing, the PCRs, everything?
Sure, it's 100% used. We are really cautious about it, so we use masks first of all. Every day we test for the PCR test. Also, we were required to have a vaccination first, and then when we arrive to the Tour Championship, we were required to have the PCR test as well. And all the time we try to keep the social distancing, although it's hard here, but we try to do that. We try to wear masks, and I think it's great the measures, and we try to keep them. So, yeah.
Maria, now, Egypt took part in the COP26 that took place in Glasgow, and it will be hosting the COP27 this year. And you're a water resources expert and also on climate change. How fair or how big do you feel the task of really managing the water resources and the scarcity of it and climate change as a whole?
Yeah, of course, we all agree with the problem is really big right now and we'll face it all together. But if we keep international cooperation, we can manage it. That's what I can say. And it's a great path for the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh this year.
Rinat, now, Egypt has its own vision regarding the UN Sustainable Development Goals that should be achieved by 2030. Now, the 15 goals set by the UN. How far is Egypt? I mean, maybe you're not an expert on how the sustainable development process is taking place here in Egypt, but as a whole, the UN, how far do you feel the rest of the countries are achieving in terms of really fulfilling the maximum potential of sustainable development?
So, see, basically, the SDGs, So we are lagging behind, unfortunately, just because of the COVID, and COVID exacerbated the process, but because of the COVID. So we had a slow economic growth, the pandemic is growing. Unfortunately, we're lagging behind on SDGs, but now, since the recovery is coming, we see that there is a potential for growth for Egypt, for all countries, and we see that there is a positive trend. As long as we have the investment, as long as we have the partnerships building, as long as we have support from other countries, from the international organization, I think we are getting to the level that we were, that we aimed for. Unfortunately, yes, the COVID exacerbated the process, the progress, but now I feel, and I see based on the progress, based on the reports, we're actually making a huge progress. So,
Maria, what sort of sessions are you really looking forward to attending here in the forum?
So far, I have already attended the water policy workshop, and tomorrow I'm looking forward for a climate change session to discuss the issues all together.
What about you, Rinat?
Food security, for sure, water sanitation, because it's a basic human right for me and for all people, of course, especially in Africa, and also education and economic growth. Education is a big part of me. I've been trained a lot on education, and I think the education is a key to achieve the prosperity, to achieve the economic growth and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are two of the participants from Russia coming to the World Youth Forum, really discussing a lot of the issues being focused on during the 4-day World Youth Forum. Thank you for joining us.
And on the sidelines of the World Youth Forum, Now TV's correspondent Hany Seif held an interview with Russian startup manager Lyazlan Gelemeternova, and here is the interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the sidelines of the forum. We're meeting and interviewing now Liza from Russia, who's a startup manager and a dance instructor as well. Liza, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Is it your first time here in Egypt, first time attending the forum?
It's my first time on this forum, but it's my second time in Egypt.
And how is the organization so far? How are you feeling about the whole event?
I think it's amazing. Like, it's incredible opportunity to all the youth, all the people from all around the world. It's unbelievable, actually. Yeah.
Now, you're a startup manager, a project manager, and also a dance instructor. What sort of topics are you really interested in attending during the whole forum?
I'm very interested in theater and inspired talking and freedom. And also I'm very interested in all the startups. I saw here's the venue of startups. It's very interesting to know what kind of ideas other people have, what they create. These are the most interesting topics for me. Yeah.
And what about all the measures regarding the coronavirus pandemic and everything? Now, there are so many precautionary measures taking place. Do you feel safe? Do you feel secure here regarding the pandemic?
Yeah, actually yes. Like, I feel very safe because it's very well organized, and they all take care about like people wearing masks, about hand sanitizing. Yeah, I feel really safe. It's very good organized, I think. Yeah.
Are you hoping for anything in specific in this forum?
Anything specific? I hope to meet a lot of people to share, exchange ideas, creative ideas, and I'm hoping to make new friends. And also, like, I hope to scuba diving, but it's not about this forum.
Thank you very much, Liza.
Thank you for the questions. Thank you for organization to the Egypt. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Liza, who is a startup manager and also a dance instructor from Russia, joining us here. A lot of youth from all over the world taking part in this very glorious forum.
And on the sidelines of the world.